Okay, hello everyone, and this is Easter Monday, and I thought I'll do something a little different than what I've done previously, and I'm going to continue on from a series that I started on my YouTube channel, and this is Ken Follett's The Pillars of Earth series. This is book 1, chapter 4. We're just about to end, and I never got around to finishing it, so to keep me up to speed, basically. The little boy here. If you have, like, no spoilers now, because I'm going to tell you exactly what happened. This boy burnt down this cathedral, and it's in the midst of like when cathedrals were just falling apart, and people were coming along and trying to crash, and they're like, oh, whoa, can we stay here? And like, no, there's nowhere else to go. But there's a big war about to happen as well, and shit's happening big time. Right, so let's have a look. Let's finish this off, and then we maybe get onto the chapter 5. Right, it's a burned down cathedral. Naturally, debris. Dawn. Burned down cathedral.
I see a burned down cathedral. Look further.
Dawn. Debris.
I see ruins. Yes.
Debris.
I see dawn. Right. Briar,
dawn is a new dawn is rising.
What happened to your church, but you must remain steadfast. And stare at the sunrise? No, you're only seeing the sunrise because you're facing east, straight east, like a church. Now, I know you have no money, and that helping people is more important, but we could start right here. Take the stones we've got, and the people who want to help. So, what is it I am looking at, Tom Builder?
To build a new one.
It's the aisle of your new cathedral. I see it. I see now.
Okay, right, so that was it, and there we go. Right, The Man in the Flames, chapter 5 now. So yeah, that's what I was trying to think of. The Pillars of Earth from the Ashes. So I guess that was implying to that, wasn't it? Right, what you did. So we just finished in that chapter. Then, right, what you did. You were in favour of taking the refugees in. You refused to bury Andales. What? Yeah, after his death. You didn't mean to burn the cathedral. Yes. So that was the young boy. You inspire Philip to rebuild Kingsbridge Cathedral. No, I think that actually plays out anyway, because though basically, yeah, we will follow how the book was, but sometimes you can actually change things that the book didn't say. So yeah, let's accept. So I'm not sure if that was supposed to get a full circle there. Right, Winchester.
A few weeks later, I received an invitation from Bishop Waleran. In Winchester, we and Waleran's allies were to meet King Stephen himself. The bishop seemed assured that because we had helped the king, Stephen would support us in return. And that with his help, we would be able to rebuild Kingsbridge Cathedral.
Winchester Courtyard.
Percy Hanley. Bishop Waleran. Good morning.
Ali! It's them! Over there!
Who are you? Who are you?
Again, thank you for your assistance in Kingsbridge, my son.
We have to thank you. Without you, we wouldn't be here today. Right, Mother?
Of course. Well, don't just stand there. Walk out with me, but very calmly. We can't let them see us.
Oh, children, pardon me.
Now we're only missing one more.
Here he is.
Good morning.
Bishop Henry, this is my prior.
Philip of Gwynedd, Prior of Kingsbridge, my Lord Bishop.
You won't have to say much today, Philip.
Leave the talking to us.
No, leave the talking to me. King Stephen is my brother, after all. Let us make haste. My brother is an early riser.
Okay, so chapter 6 then. Did I say chapter 6?
We must make haste. I want to go hunting in the New Forest. England is full of game. No comparison to Normandy. This country's still wild.
This is Waleran Bygod, the Bishop of Kingsbridge.
Waleran, I remember you. We've met before.
And Percy Hamley.
My king.
He brought Bartholomew to justice. And it's not the first time he's helped me. He has Norman blood in him. We should hunt together someday.
Indeed, sire.
Bartholomew, on the other hand, will not leave the jail alive.
Percy Hamley did not do it without help, my lord. It was I who told him of the plot against you.
And now you come to be rewarded as well. I see.
My brother, the Cathedral of Kingsbridge has burnt down. Waleran asks for a reward, not for himself. He asks for our church.
I take it your church cannot afford to rebuild that cathedral, Henry. Neither can the crown.
I, or rather Bishop Waleran, had an idea. You could give the Earl of Shiring's lands to the Bishop of Kingsbridge to finance the rebuilding of the cathedral.
I like the idea. But Percy and his men were the ones who took Owl's Castle, not Bishop Waleran. Right, Percy?
Yes, my king.
He knows the area, and he will be a loyal Earl, will you not?
Of course, my king.
You ought to give thanks to God first. God made you king.
Don't go on like that, Henry. Don't do that. You know what happens when you do that. It was a long way to this throne. A long way.
Yes, my brother.
Now I will hunt.
My Lord King, I thank you for being willing to reconsider the future of the Shiring Earldom.
When shall we hear your decision?
Tomorrow. Bring my bow. Tell the men we hunt.
Okay. So we're going to get permission then to build then.
Philip, Waleran and I have much to discuss.
All right. But what can I do to help?
Well, my brother asked me to get a confession from the traitor Bartholomew. A confession would be helpful against those who believe Bartholomew's arrest was unjust, and it may help us to convince my brother to forget all about his promise to Percy Hamley.
Bishop Henry said a confession from the Bartholomew may help us. Okay, so we've got into now inventory that. Alright, okay, I'm in. Okay, so there's areas of interest I can go to there. Right, see if I can get through to this one, and we're going to try and do the seventh one as well. Right, so where have I got to go? Speak to you.
Bartholomew and his followers would have only been the first wave. Robert of Gloucester remains, and he will attack.
And that's what you keep telling us. Maybe because the king likes to hear that you share his worries about Robert of Gloucester.
Robert of Gloucester wants to see his sister on the throne. He will attack. And the Welsh will fight on his side. You mark my words.
Okay. Oh, what the hell? What the hell? Is there anything here I can actually interact with? Is it there or here? Right, let's put that up as a... Will that make a difference?
Bishop Henry said Bartholomew was in the jail. Where was that again?
Where was the jail? Yeah, where was the jail? Is it going to be through... maybe... Be down... No, they'll be on the ground floor, I'm sure. Right.
Ah, Philip.
What is it?
About Bartholomew's confession.
About Bartholomew's confession.
Maybe you can get him to confess.
I do not believe my prior can do more than you could, Henry.
Perhaps he knows he will die, no matter what he says.
Okay, so... Not much there, then.
Please excuse me.
Of
Right.
course.
Of course. Thank you, sir. So where... I don't quite see where that leads me to, is it? Something I can do from here? No? It's been a while since I've done this, and I've forgotten all the controls already, so... I'll speak to you, but what does that...
Bishop Henry said Bartholomew was in the
Oh,
jail.
I didn't mean to do that again.
Where was that again?
So many colours. Alright. Can I go to the... See, I don't know if that's the foreground or the background. What about this one? Maybe I have to go to...
Bishop Henry said Bartholomew was in the jail. Where was that again?
This way?
No, I won't just leave. I must do something.
Right, so I can't actually... Oh, that's the exit, right. Gate Castle. Far side of the yard. Oh, let's move. I can walk quicker. I forgot how to do this. Can I speak to these?
Percy Hamley will have the earldom of Shiring.
Okay.
But would he make a good earl?
Who cares?
Who
Stephen
cares?
wanted the throne for 20 years. Now that he has it, he must be loyal to those who are loyal to him.
Who knows? Maybe Percy will make a good earl.
From what I've heard, Lady Hamley pulls the strings.
Oh, yes. I'd have to go upstairs, maybe. There we go. Oh, okay. Linked onto it
I
now.
heard this is about the cathedral in Kingsbridge. It burned down.
Yes.
Then the king should help in some manner, but not by giving away English land to the church.
Did you not say Bishop Henry was the richest man in England? Then why is he not paying for the cathedral?
Pot has very tight purse strings, it seems.
Right, okay. How they all talk, yeah. I hardly ever look at me. Right, so let's go up to... I can move across to there. Can I go this way? Apparently not. Can I go... Can you allow me to go past now? What about this way? Can I get past? So how do I get to there then? That's... Is there any other way I can get to? I don't think I can, is there? You! Let me pass! What? No. Okay, so...
Tomorrow the king will announce his decision. Until then, they won't allow a simple monk like me into the keep. Bishop Henry said Bartholomew is in the jail. Where
Well,
was that again?
I've got that, but how do I get to there? Odd. Okay. A grand castle fit for a king. Naturally. That's what that's telling me then. So where do I go? How do I get there? Nobody knows. Keep pushing that button and that does nothing. That speeds my walking up. Francis said castles are like warships. Ships for when the floods... Okay. Get a confession from the Earl. Probably shouldn't have had the camera there, to be honest, but either way, regardless. Oh, can I go? I can go... Can I go that way? There we go. Right, I can move over. Good. But I don't know why I couldn't go up the steps. That's odd.
How could you let her get away?
Who are you?
That little bitch.
I will find her, Mother.
She was here?
I will find her.
To
I have
see
a
her father,
ridiculous
of course.
set of
But that won't
skills.
help her. She has already made a fool of you once. Don't let it happen again.
No, Mother.
Right. Oh, we're entering from this way then. Alright. Okay, so now I speak to you. Can I speak?
day.
Are you the jailer?
You
Looks
come
like
to
it's-
visit someone in my jail,
Yes.
Father? Or do you want to pick out a nice warm cell for yourself?
Okay, so...
Dare you?
Oh,
I'm
you...
just pulling your leg.
Ah,
See? A smile. Just for you, Father.
dick. Right. Can I...
Bishop Henry sends me.
There we go. I've used the
The bishop, eh? What does he want?
information
He
I
wants me to
have.
talk to Bartholomew of Shiring.
Bartholomew of Shiring. Ha! It's only Bartholomew now.
Ah, so that's how we gain entrance.
It's his
Good.
fourth day without bread. Soon he won't even be Bartholomew anymore.
You're starving him to death now. Right, so that's how we're going to get inside. I probably could have got more information from above, but... There we go, right, I can see Bartholomew. Bartholomew!
Bartholomew. I am Brother Philip.
Could you forgive those that wronged you? I am responsible for your fate. Ooh. Let's ask if these...
Could you forgive those that wronged you?
Only God forgives. A monk should know that.
Your conspiracy, was it really worth dying for? Why did you go against the king? Good question. Maybe worth asking that?
Why did you go against the king?
Stephen sent you. Why would you side with the usurper?
I was asked to make your confess. If you talk, they might bring you food.
If you talk, they might bring you food.
You are not the first to offer me that. Why should I confess to you?
I'm responsible for your arrest. Your people found refuge in my priory. You admittance just yet, I don't think. Your people found refuge in my priory, so at least that says that he's looking after his people.
Your people found refuge.
To try and win them around.
Your confession will help me to give them work and shelter.
I have no sins to confess. My only regret is that I failed.
I will not tell the king that. They will kill you.
They have already done that.
Oh, have I done the right choices? Oh, is he leaving?
Monk,
Oh, no.
Tell them that I confessed.
To what?
All of it. Treason.
Treason?
The son shall not suffer for the iniquity of the father. Tell Stephen that as well.
You...
Maybe I should have
know the
confessed that.
scripture.
Richard and Aliena, my children, they must live.
Aliena. Bartholomew confessed, but asked for clemency for his children. Take that now as a replacement, I think. Right, let me out! It stinks in here. Should I have confessed that it was me or him or
And
Philip?
a good day to you too, Father.
Hush. Crazy. Right, let's speak with you. Monk.
It's about time you showed up.
About time.
Regan Hamley? We have not been formally introduced.
You are a fool. Is that formal enough for you, Monk? You don't understand any of this, do you? It's as if you've never set a single foot outside.
I want a
little
timer.
priory.
How can I help you?
Unbelievable.
How can
Bitch.
I help you, Lady Hamley?
How you let yourself be used by those two greedy bishops, I'll never know. Ugh. Waleran wants the lands of the earldom for himself. Henry knows that.
Doubt
something.
her words. Accuse
You don't
her of
believe
the
me,
same.
do you, Monk?
Why would Waleran bring me then?
To plead his case. If Stephen had not believed him, Waleran would have sent you forward.
Ask for proof.
I know you don't trust me, but your bishops are no different from
Do
me.
you have a way to prove any of this?
Ride with my son, William. Just a few hours. I will prove to you that Waleran will betray you.
All right. I will ride with your son, if only to prove you wrong.
Very well.
You old
Maybe you're not
hang.
a fool, after all. But do not let the bishops see you. William?
What?
Ride with Father Philip. Do as I said.
Okay. We've got to choose where to go, or do we have to...
William Hamley declined to tell me where we were heading. He enjoyed keeping me in the dark and forcing me to follow his lead. Sometimes he sped ahead on his warhorse, and it took me some effort to catch up. But sooner or later he would stop and wait, sneering as I rejoined him. On one occasion he stood there urinating against a rock. When I caught up with him, he turned without covering himself. He found my shock at his shameful behavior comical. He laughed, got back into the saddle, spurred his horse, and rode off. Again I followed, hoping this journey had not been another horrible mistake.
Yeah, dirty boy. Right. I guess we're gonna catch up with William then. Is there no other pathway just to move on there?
Near a bridge, I found William with a group of washerwomen. He was shouting at them. When I arrived, I could only hear their replies. They said that they had not seen a girl or a boy fitting his description. A younger, blonde woman said that even if she had seen the girl, she would not tell him. Apparently, she had heard of William Hamley. William grabbed the startled-looking woman by the arm. He shoved his right hand under her skirt. She started crying. The other women asked William to stop, but were afraid to anger him. William turned and grinned when he saw me approaching.
He's a horrible person, that one, isn't he? Right. I guess we're going to need to move on again. We can go straight to Haysted, I think. I rode on and said nothing. I told William to get on his horse. So, face a little bit of conflict, or... Wait, ooh. What's this triangle? Oh, it's bird's eye view. Ah, okay. And then we'll just sink that down. So, I could... two choices then. Continue onwards without speaking a word, or... tell him to get back on his horse.
When he heard my words, William's grin faded. He pushed the young woman away. The other women looked at me in a strange way. They must have asked themselves why a monk would ride with such a man as William. We rode off, and William stared at me full of spite. I told him I pitied him. I did not tell him why, because I had no words for it. We did not talk after that. Not for a long time.
It just fills in the gap that I probably would have skipped. Right. So let's move on then. Make it a stop. Here we go.
William
Haste.
talked to more strangers along the way. First, I believed he was asking for directions. Then I realized that money was changing hands. William was paying these people for information. I was glad that for now he had lost interest in hurting others. Then I saw an old woman pointing William to a bearded man on a horse.
Okay.
William called the man a horse thief. Then he grinned and signaled the puzzled man to get on his horse and ride with him. They rode faster and faster, and I could not hear what more they talked about.
Maybe an acquaintance. Right, keep a distance, get closer to hear more. Ooh, I think we need to catch up to him. Because if I keep a distance, then I might miss something. I don't know.
William bluntly threatened to have the man hanged for stealing a horse of his, and then ordered him to hunt down the real thieves in exchange for his life. The man laughed as if he had made a great bargain. William even paid him. Before the man rode off north, William mentioned a name. Aliena. And I prayed that whatever William's plan was, that it would fail.
Aliena, of course. I think that's
then
the one.
William waved at me to ride faster. I reckoned we had to be close to where Lady Hamley wanted us to go. Not long after, my stomach turned as I realized just where exactly we were bound.
It's a nasty piece of work. Hopefully something will come to it. Right, arrive at Bishop's or Warren's place. Yeah, what a nasty piece of work that one is. The place of Bishop Warren. Right.
Just a moment.
Come here, you filthy...
You know very well that Bishop Waleran is in Winchester now. So what are we doing here?
No idea. Mother never tells me anything. She treats me and Father like damn children. It's a wonder Father ever got to fuck her in the first place. But here I am, and I'm starving. Damn, I'm starving.
Where are you going?
In there.
No.
I'm sure the bishop would want to see me well fed. We won't be staying long, so whatever it is you gotta do it fast.
Despicable human being. Hate him for it. Hate him, damn it.
How can I help you? How about you step aside?
Wow. Why did Regan Hamley send us here? What is Walrun's secret? Alright, so let's look around. Where we've got a gate there. There's a horse. Alright, so maybe you're going over to this gate. Where does this lead me to?
What is that?
We have something over here. What is it? What is it? Warren has a construction site of his own. What is he building out here? Indeed. What is Warren's secret? Warren's.
Is this why Regan Hamley thinks that Waleran wants the lands of Shiring for himself?
Why
He's the bishop. He can do as he pleases. Perhaps he's just building a guest house.
Perhaps.
No, it is too big for that. What in the name of Christ is he building out there?
I think it's probably more than that. Maybe something more than what would rather leave, but no. Oh, I can't go on any further then. Right, so I've checked that out. I can't go on any further this way because I've been told not to. Right, so we're going to have to go back this way. Alright, oh no, I've gone off track. There we go. Well, we'll close that gate then. So I can go back up to there. I'm going to go and feed my horse, maybe? Looks wild and nervous.
William forgot to close his saddlebag.
Let's have a look inside it. A letter from William's saddlebag. Inspect the letter. Right, letter dated January 1136. William, your worries are very understandable. Killing is a sin, and hell awaits all sinners. But how could killing ever be a sin when a life is taken to protect God and our church? In such a holy battle, you become the sword of God, as do all the brave and valiant knights that join our crusades to the Holy Land. Their faith is their armour. Their sins are forgiven. Okay. Is that? You are the sword of God, and as a bishop, I am the hand of God. As long as the hand guides the sword, your sins shall be forgiven. Bishop Walderan Bigod. Okay.
I can't let anyone know what Waleran and Henry tried to
do.
I doubt anyone would even be surprised. What a fool I was.
Okay, so that's something we've got to be careful of. Right, let's go up to the top then. Speak with what's his name, whoever that is at the door. I should walk quicker. Go, 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 go. Servant saw me already. Right.
You, please.
Oh, is he causing trouble? We need to go in and investigate this then, I guess.
You were here before, weren't you? Yes. I remember you. Philip, isn't it?
Yes.
Please, you have to help me.
There's bound to be something going on that, all a bit untoward.
What happened?
He forced me to serve him food. He took the Lord's name in vain, and he pushed me and touched me.
Oh, God.
Ah, the monk. Oh. Did the boy call you?
He
So
didn't
what,
have
did he
to
ask
say
you to
anything. He didn't have to say anything. Will.
He didn't have to say anything. I knew you would get us in trouble.
Trouble?
You're
Me?
an asshole.
We're young men, he and I play rough. So what? I asked you to leave.
And that is what we will do. What will the bishop think of your behavior?
Listen, we're all on the same side here.
We are not.
You, me, him, we're all working for the bishop. He won't mind. I play rough, so what?
You
we
are
all men of God.
Okay, you are a sinner. How are you?
I don't know what you call yourself.
Working? How are you working for the bishop?
Just kidding, all right?
How are you working for the bishop?
You already forgot. I found you back in Kingsbridge when I escorted him.
You did not find me.
The bishop and I got talking. We have an understanding.
An understanding about what?
I took Earl's castle for him.
Your parents agreed to arrest Bartholomew because they wanted his earldom.
Who cares what they think? I felled Bartholomew's men with my sword. The old man was begging me for his life. On his knees, he begged me. I did it for the bishop.
What?
But hey, I'm sure you did great things for him as well. You think my father took Earl's castle? He's too fat to ride a horse. Even
I pity you.
Again? You dare to say that again? You pity me? I pity you. You're not a man. Neither of you are.
We are men of God.
A man kills, and a man fucks. And no one talks down to me. No one! I know you saw me and that whore at the river. I would have fucked that woman if it hadn't been for you.
And what would that have achieved?
She'd have learnt her lesson. And don't you think
Lesson
I
for
noticed
what?
how you spied on me and that horse thief? I should kill you for that. I should. Let me tell you, I will fuck Bartholomew's whore of a daughter. I will fuck her good. I'm a man. Damn it, I'd fuck the boy if that was the only way to put him in his place.
You're
Now,
a coward.
He looks like he'd enjoy it too.
You are not a man, you are a beast. Yeah, not even God could forgive those sins. Yeah, you're a beast.
You are not a man. You are a beast.
Oh, I am a man. But yes, there is a beast in me. It hunts and kills like no other. I unleashed it for the bishop. And my sins are forgiven.
Not even God would forgive those sins.
Of course you would. He already did. The bishop told me.
Then the bishop is wrong.
Hey, we're on the same side here. Now, we will stay here a while longer, as I've not finished eating. Shit.
Point out stone relief to women. I have to fix this.
If the bishop finds out about this, he will not be pleased.
Alright. How do I... There we go. Is that all I have?
It's not the time to consult scripture. I have to fix this.
How do I fix it? Right, how do I do that?
I have to fix this.
Yeah, okay, but how? How do I do that? Just a fire.
And if anyone's name was not found written in the book of life, he was thrown into the lake of fire.
What's that?
It's from the scripture. The end of days.
The second death of the sinners.
Bishop Waleran said that if a sinner stares into the flame, the devil stares back from the lake of fire.
What?
I can't see him.
Me neither.
Take a closer look. Get William to leave. Okay. How do I get him to leave? Right, take that. The bishop's cup. William spilled wine all over the table. Take it. Right, got that. What else?
I have to fix this.
Okay, that keeps focusing on that one. But can I move to the next thing? Can I move to the next thing? Right, that's the knife. William just drove the knife into the table. What if the bishop saw this? Take the knife. How do I get William to leave? Sinners.
Throw them into the blazing furnace, where there will be weeping and gnashing of teeth.
What?
What?
Hell. It is a depiction of hell.
The bishop said the relief intimidates even his most impious visitors. They all fear death.
I'm not afraid to die.
Do not fear those who kill the body. Rather fear him who can destroy both soul and body in hell.
Who's he?
The devil. A fallen angel.
I have nothing to be afraid of.
The cowardly, the unbelieving, the vile, the murderers, the sexually immoral, those who practice magic arts, the idolaters, and all liars. Their souls are the devil's. They will all go to hell.
Stop it! Hell is far away. I'm not afraid.
Still got that and that. He is shaking. Speak.
I
All
want
right.
him to leave. Now.
How do I? I'm gonna have to get rid of you. Can't continue this on without.
For some, hell is not that far away.
Right, come on. Whoa! What the hell? What happened here?
What is it?
Ah, he's just seen the fire. Okay.
We ride back to Winchester. Now.
Right. Okay. That's how you get him to leave. Right. So looking at the painting thing, or the.
Maybe he saw things to come.
He saw the
How can
devil.
I thank you?
Ask about the construction site. Do not ask and leave. Oh no. Yeah. Let's ask.
Tell me, what is being built out there?
What?
Substantial construction is underway, it seems.
Yes, but...
What is it?
A castle. The bishop is building a castle.
Ah. Okay, well, this castle been run out of materials. All right, so.
A castle? Why a castle?
I don't know. It is not for me to ask or question the bishop.
Of course.
And I doubt it's for you to question him either. That man, William, had no idea why you two came here, had he? You came here to spy on the bishop. You brought this man here. Leave. Go.
How do I
leave
fix
the tableware?
I only wanted to tidy up the table.
Of course. I knew you couldn't be trusted ever since I saw you stealing apples and hay when you first came here.
I should put the knife back and put the cup back. So does that foul if we don't later back in Winchester?
There you are. My son seemed thoughtful when he returned.
You priests and your talk. You always get to him.
He seemed more excited after talking to your bishop, though. Then again, we know Waleran is good with words. Don't we, my husband?
Of course, yes.
Speaking of Waleran, what did you find, monk?
Not sure. Let's not give her too much information then.
I am not sure.
You must have seen it. Are you that blind? Bishop Waleran Bygod is building a castle, and he used up every stone and every tree on his own lands. He claims he wants Bartholomew's land for your cathedral. But what Waleran wants is a castle.
He's always been like that.
Not long ago, you doubted my word. Do you still doubt me now? Fine.
That's a swallow.
As Prior of Kingsbridge, you will agree that my husband shall have the whole earldom of Shiring.
And why would I do you a favor like that?
Because we will support the rebuilding of your cathedral with our stones and our timber.
The king can live up to all of his promises, and Waleran gets nothing.
That is our offer. What do you say?
Decline and haggle for a better deal. Agree to the deal. Ah, well, see, I think if I decline, I may lose out on any deal. If I agree, well, naturally we'll have to go with it, don't I? Can we try and haggle? Hopefully I'll get a chance to do this. Oh, I don't want to bow down to it.
No deal.
Why not?
We made you a good offer.
Bang. You need me. You offer. Your offer is not enough. You need me.
You need me. The king still considers giving all the lands of the earldom to Waleran to rebuild our cathedral. You need this deal with me just as much as I do.
This is... Oh. We taught this fool well, it seems.
What are your terms, Father?
Oh, okay. Divide the earldom. Don't make a deal and leave. Okay.
What is more valuable, arable land or forest?
Arable land, of course.
Then you shall have the arable and I'll have the forest.
I need the forest to hunt. An earl must have his hunting grounds.
You can hunt there. I just want the timber for my cathedral. Which do you want, the cattle pastures or the sheep grazings?
The pasture.
Then I'll have the hill farms with their sheep. Would you like the income from markets or the quarry?
Suppose we said the quarry.
You won't, though, will you?
No.
No.
We'll take the markets. You can have the stones.
So we've got the stones and the wood.
We have a pact. My husband will let the king know of our agreement. Bishop Waleran will be quite surprised. You will see his true face when he does not get what he wants.
No? Okay, talk to the bishops. Okay, that's it. Lord and Lady Hamley. You're a hard bargain, but let's get out of here. Where do I go now? Jailer, just a key. Oh, hello. Getting a bit freaky now. So we sort of got what we wanted then. Still got a deal out of it. So I need to go and speak to the bishop. Talk to the bishop. Bartholomew confessed. I'll leave castle and return tomorrow. Provoke war ornaments mentioned castle. Oh, it's optional, isn't it? Because it's in brackets, so that's the optional one. But Bartholomew confessed.
He confessed to everything, but he asks for clemency for his children.
Good. I will let my brother know what we have achieved today once he returns from the hunt.
Good, Philip. You did well.
Oh, okay, right. I still get a chance. Right, leave and return tomorrow. About the Bartholomew's children. Yeah. What about them?
Bartholomew's children.
My brother was never one to judge a man by the deeds of his father. Still, I shall mention Bartholomew's request to him.
Okay, now let's mention the provoke.
Would you not rather build a castle, my bishop?
What?
A castle like this, I mean. Do you not find this place remarkable? Winchester Castle?
Of course. It is.
And then the only option I've got is now to leave.
Maybe I should come back tomorrow.
Yes, there is not much a monk can do here.
Yes, your bishop and I will do what we can to help your priory.
My loyal subject, Percy Hamley, today becomes the Earl of Sharing. Of the former Earl's possessions, Percy shall have the castle. And all the land that is tenanted to knights, plus all other arable land and low-lying pasture.
I swear by all that is holy to be your liegeman, and to fight for you against any other.
My king...
Ah, yes. Of course, I have not forgotten the worries of my bishops. The Earl of Sharing himself, Percy here, solved this problem for me. Thanks to him, I can uphold my promise. Don't worry, Bishop Waleran. Kingsbridge shall be rebuilt. Percy told me of a man here whom my brother has not yet introduced. Come forward, Prior.
My brother, may I present to you Philip of Gwynedd?
My king.
You seem afraid. What are you worried about?
Worried about Cathedral, worried about Dirty Robe, worried about Robert Gloucester. Not worried. Oh,
worried about my priory and the cathedral.
I heard about the fire. How are you managing?
On the day of the fire, God sent us a builder, but we cannot pay him.
Don't worry, you can. Now, about the arrangement between you and Percy Hamley.
Excellent.
He insisted that I give the sheep grazings belonging to the former Earl to the Priory of Kingsbridge. The Priory will also have the right to take stone from the Earl's quarry and timber from his forest. I wholeheartedly agree with the plan you two have devised.
Nice.
It shall be done.
Thank you.
Thank you, my lord.
It seems unnecessarily complicated to give the land to the bishop. Percy told me that you, Father Philip, share that sentiment. He told me it was your idea to take up the burden of managing the rebuilding of the cathedral yourself.
Wonderful.
I'm glad that we all were able to help you, Bishop Wayler, in this pressing matter. After all you have done for me.
Thank you, Lord King.
Bartholomew lost everything in his attempt to end my reign. This morning he was found dead in his cell. I've heard that you, Prior, worry for his children, Richard and Aliena. While they shall lose their status, their name, and their land, they shall go free, wherever they are.
You must be very proud, Lady Hamley.
Of course. Father Philip has been very understanding in all this.
Yes, he is remarkable. Very remarkable.
My husband and I were terrified when we heard about the fire in Kingsbridge. It is a blessing that we can help him and his priory now.
You sowed the wind, Philip.
So, some good. Well, there we go then. That is the end of chapter 6. I think we go on to do chapter 7 then. We could be able to complete the first book. The Pillars of Earth from Ashes. The Hamleys. You went to see Bartholomew in his cell. You rode with William to Bishop's Place and uncovered Warren's secret. Warren's servant thinks you are a thief and is suspicious of your motives. You made a very lucrative pact with the Hamleys. Bishop Warrens believes you betrayed him. Oh shit. I don't know, so kind of a mixed ending, I think. But looks like we are going to get that cathedral built after all, which is the point of what we're set out to achieve. Really, we needed to get we need to get that cathedral built. So yeah, so let's continue on. Let's have a break. Yeah, I think what we should do is I will break here and end this episode, and then I'll do another episode. I'll continue on in a few moments, or in the next video, depending on whether you're watching this live or via the VOD available at YouTube /Funnybits_bites. That's what I meant to say. So yeah, let's end this episode, and then but I will be back in a brief moment if you're going to watch live. Thanks very much for watching this episode. Hopefully we'll see you again next time. In the next episode, the final chapter. I'll be doing the final chapter of this first book in a little while. Or in the next video, depending on which way you're watching it. Thanks very much for watching. Whatever you do, keep it funny. Until next time, bye for now. Bye-bye. Okay, as I said, I am going to continue on, but I am going to take a quick break. If you can join me in about 10 minutes or so. Otherwise, see you soon. Bye-bye.